Welcome to the Shadow and Fiddly. I am working on windows today. Actually, I'm not working on the windows. I'm helping Kathleen, who's working on the windows. She has problems trying to get all the nice furniture on the windows. Cremons, I think they're called. But it's where the window attaches to the base, and then the hinges, the butterfly hinges that come apart, and you can lift them up. As long as you can get the right angle of the window, you can get them off. If not, you got to undo the screws. And trying to undo flat head screwdriver screws that are brass from the 1800s that have been painted on 20 times or more with all sorts of paint is a really fun thing to do. And usually the screws are wrecked by the time you get them out. And then you got big holes that you have to refill, and then it's a lot of work. So I refuse now to take them apart. So I use a chisel and a hammer initially to get between all the nice cuts here and get the edges all nice and sharp as much as I can. And then I use a wire brush to get the paint off the metal, because the metal is actually pretty soft. And then I touch up with 80 grit sandpaper around the edges just to clean them up, so that poor Kathleen isn't getting frustrated, because this is what it looks like beforehand, and then this is what it looks like after. And like I said, I just refuse to try and take the screws out. And you can do it, yeah, you can use a nice little X-Acto blade to chip the paint out that's in the screw head, and then use a nice chisel. And then in the long run, you put a screwdriver in, and you can hammer it in just very lightly, and you can get it to turn. But some screws just don't come out very nicely. And then you're still stuck having to replace it. And Phillips or Roberts screwdriver bits or screws don't look very accurate in these windows. So I'd rather just keep the original stuff there and work around it. I like everything with this house. We gotta work around the house. So that's my job today, is to help my lovely wife. And then she's the one that's doing all the sanding and the new glazing in the windows, and then the painting it. So I thank her for doing that, because that's something less that I don't have to do. So toodaloo. See you next time. And as I'm doing my window, my lovely wife is taking a break. I love her so much.